Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Hope you guys are all doing well. The transfer talk, it carries on, the transfer talk carries on, and to be honest, the striker saga is driving me nuts. Now, it's just been reported that apparently Arsenal are in advanced talks. Apparently Arsenal have entered talks to signing Benjamin Šeško from Leipzig. Now, this is a striker we've been following for a very long time. Even from last summer, we tried signing him, but God knows why it didn't happen. And then in January window, we tried signing him again didn't happen. And now, of course, the interest carried on to this summer window. So, yeah, and for me, look, the striking between Gyökeres and Šeško is between one of them. And for me, I really don't care. I would flip a coin and I would take either of them. That is how desperate we are for a striker. Now, let's talk about Šeško, okay? The reports are Arsenal are about to pay his release clause or whatever it is, and his release clause is around, I think that's 65 million pounds or whatever it is, okay? And yeah, of course, because they didn't get Champions League, so Šeško is that. So Šeško is going to definitely leave Leipzig, whether it's to Arsenal or to another team. This guy's definitely on the move. And for me, look, this isn't a signing. Like I said, this is signing I'll accept. Like of course, we're going to talk about his the disadvantages and some things that I'm not too fan of. Firstly, look, the guy's played 33 games, started 30, scored 13 and 5 assists. No, so not the best. Literally 18 goals and assists. So to be honest, in the Bundesliga, that is not the best. That is really not the best. But one thing about it, look, we've seen players join from other leagues, not pull up great numbers, like Isaac, the best example, scored 9 league goals, comes to the Premier League and lights up. So I think a lot of fans, including myself, is using that as hope that even though he scored 13 goals, he can come to the Premier League and light up. And to be honest, he probably can. Firstly, Arsenal, we've had Kai Havertz up front and we had Merino and Kai Havertz, even though they were not scoring many goals, they were getting a lot of opportunities. And to be honest, Merino has scored a lot of goals for Arsenal as a striker as well as Havertz. So imagine now having a striker there, a striker who has that striker instinct, a striker who has that finish. And Šeško, definitely, one thing about Šeško, I'll tell you right now, this guy has a striker's finish. You see the amount of long shots, the striking quality. How many players in Arsenal's team have that ability? Literally, I would only see maybe 1 or 2, Declan Rice and Saka. The rest of them, they cannot generate that amount of power on a shot. And if you watch his goals, those shots are incredible. And I think that's what we need. We need a difference maker. Whether it's Gyökeres, whether it's Šeško, I really don't care right now. We just need someone, okay? We need someone. Now, the thing about Šeško, that does put me off. One thing about that puts me off is because of his age. Look, he's 21 years old. And that doesn't mean he's going to be a flop. It doesn't mean he's not ready. It's just, to be honest, also at this stage, we just need someone to hit the ground running. Is Šeško going to be that player? God knows. But all I know is he has to be that player. If we sign him, he has to be that player to hit the floor running. There is going to be no excuses next summer. Regardless of his age, no one is going to care about it. If we sign Šeško, unfortunately, the pressure is going to be on him and he needs to deliver, okay? So that's the one thing that's putting me off against signing Šeško, is the fact that he's quite young. And to be honest, we need a leader right now. We need someone to really get us across the line. And with Šeško's age, could he be that player? God knows. Literally, God knows. But look, I don't know. I really don't know. But this is something I would take, okay? Forget the price. We just need players that can be a difference maker. And Šeško, I think he's that player. And to be honest, look, I'm not going to be too too excited about this, because I think over the week we're going to be seeing Šeško one day, then we're going to see Gyökeres one day. So God knows. It's clear that Arteta favors Šeško whilst Berta favors Gyökeres. So them two are going to have to come to an agreement. I think with Gyökeres, I think it's a much cheaper deal. But of course, some people, the one thing they have against him is the league he plays in. But you look at the amount of goals that guy scored. So when you score that many goals and you put up that many numbers, you cannot. I mean, you have to just praise it. You just have to respect what he's done, because that is crazy. That's almost like Ronaldo, Messi numbers this guy is putting up. But yeah, like I said, let's see what happens. Like, don't get too excited about these rumors. This will be the transfer window. I don't even think it has opened yet. And I think this will be the story of Arsenal, like being linked to so many players. And we just have to wait and see which one gets really close until a credible journalist like Fabrizio Romano, David Ornstein announces it. So until then, look, just wait up. Don't get too excited. 1 week is going to be Šeško, 1 week is going to be Gyökeres. But if it is Šeško, Šeško is not enough. We need more forward. We need more attacking players. For me, in left wing. We urgently need a left wing. Whether we sign it, I don't know. I don't think we're going to sign a left wing, because if you look at Arsenal's forward line right now, look, we have left wing, we have Trossard, Martinelli. Both of them are staying. Trossard just signed a contract extension. That's 2 already. Then you got Havertz and Jesus. That's another 2. Bear in mind, you cannot get rid of Jesus right now. He's injured, okay? And he's on high wages, okay? Now, that's already 4, okay? 4. Can any of them get us across the line already? No, none of those 4 I just listed can get us across the line. Now, then you got Saka. He can get us across the line. So that's 5. And then in his position, you still got Reece Nelson there, and you got Ethan. Now, that's 7 players. That is 7 players. And now if you sign Šeško, that's 8. And now if you're trying to get a winger, that's 9. Now, Martinelli or Trossard, I doubt these lot are going to be happy being... Maybe one will be happy being second choice, but one will definitely not be happy being third choice. So for me, that's what puts me off. We can't get rid of Jesus, and we can't get rid of Nelson. Them 2 are going to have to stay, because Nelson, again, he's injured. God knows how long he's injured for. And Jesus is injured. So how are you going to offload these attackers? You're going to, like, I doubt the plan is they're going to hoard that many attackers. I just don't see it happening. Especially over last window, we were seeing 1 in, 1 out. So I doubt suddenly it's going to be 0 out and 2 in. I doubt it. I literally just doubt. I think it's just going to be 1 signing. I know that's going to let a lot of you guys down. But for me, I just don't see how we are going to sign another winger. I'm confident they'll sign a striker. But a winger, I don't even know if there's space for them to sign a winger, because, like I said, you got them, these many players. Who are they going to offload? And who's going to buy them? But yeah, that's just my thoughts. But yeah, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.